For this demo, I'm going to talk about the changes that I made to the add payment screen from version 1.2 to 1.3. So what I'm going to do is tell you how the payments work, show you the 1.2 flow for adding payments, tell you about real user feedback I received, and then tell you the changes that I made based on that feedback for version 1.3. With this app, your payments are goals, and by completing the goals, you pay the dragon. Here I have an add payment screen. This is from version 1.2. What you do is you just add a payment. So for example, 10 sit-ups, and it's spelled incorrectly on purpose, 10 push-ups, and let's say meditate. So once you add 1 to 3, you click Save List. And then you get back a static pop-up. And what you would do is, let's say here, okay, hey, I made a mistake. That 10 sit-ups should be plural. So you can click 1 to 3, your choice, however many you want to delete. I'm just going to delete the 1, clear errors, and then 10 sit-ups. I thought this was intuitive, but based on user feedback, I'll tell you that it's absolutely not. So the one feedback I got was from a user who sent me a screenshot that looks like this. And she told me, hey, I really like productivity apps, and I like that your app focuses on simple tasks, but I cannot get past this page. So I wrote back to her and said, oh, thanks for reaching out. You just have to click on the save list. But then she sent me another screenshot because she was trying to figure it out. The screenshot looked like this now. She said, I don't see the save list. So at that point, I was trying to think of, all right, how can I communicate this, right? So I was thinking, okay, when you click on something, it crosses out because you have the intention to delete it. And if you want to delete it, you click clear errors. And if you don't, you unclick it. And as I was thinking about what to tell her, I realized if it's this convoluted to explain it through text, it's probably really bad. I had another user who also got stuck on this page, but instead of reaching out, they just thought this was the app, and they used it for a few days. I mean, they would just go in here, check off their stuff, and then the next day they would unclick it and check off what they did. I also had a third user who said, hey, what are payments? Do I put in payment card information? I don't understand how to actually submit a payment. I had thought that the description in the App Store would be good enough, but I actually found out a lot of people don't read your description or even the words in the screenshots. Since then, I added an onboarding flow that explains it. However, people don't read the onboarding flow either. So let me show you some of the changes that I made. This is for version 1.3. We're going to go ahead and do the same error, 10 sit-up, 10 push-ups, and meditate. So the first thing you may notice is that the save button, very apparent. I wanted to make sure it stands out so there's no issues. I don't want anyone getting stuck on this page. I want them to actually use the app. Now, if there's an error, instead of crossing it out, you just click on it and you just make whatever change you want. If you want to delete something, you can actually just delete the whole string, and once it's blank, it just disappears. So let's say you wanted to add that back, you just add it back, no problem. And then you can click Save Payments. Now the Save Payments is more dynamic. It just says how many you saved. If you only have 2 of these, let's say, only 2. So it's just kind of an indication that, hey, you can have more. And then it says payments are unchangeable for 7 days. Other small things, instead of 2 of 3 used, which was the old version, it also says 2 of 3 payments, just to make it more explicit. And now for anyone that says, hey, what are payments? You can click the word or the tooltip, and it's going to take you back to the onboarding flow. The onboarding flow tells you what the dragon is, what the payments are, examples, pro tips, and hey, you're ready. And then I intentionally did not put that final button right here in that same spot. That way, at least, maybe they'll end up reading this one screen. I do believe that these changes address the user feedback that I've received. If you feel like they do or they don't, definitely let me know in the comments. And if you try out the app and you have other suggestions, find bugs, you can let me know, either message me personally, or you can join the Discord, where we have separate channels to report bugs and to request features.